Greetings, employees. I'm an official spokesperson for Aperture Science. I represent the big boss, and I'm here to brief you on a new direction for Aperture. Now, every time I look at our test chamber production line, I'm reminded of my father. Oh, he wasn't a scientist, just a simple farmer. A professor of farming at the local farm college. Never farmed a day in his life, but his theories on farming are the backbone of this company. Do it from scratch, spare no expense, and never cut corners. Well, we have a corner cutting machine. We obviously cut them there. Point is, we've always done things the way my father did them. And his father before him, and his father before him, and his father before him. And we're almost bankrupt, so time for a cheaper approach. Allow me to introduce multiverse, an infinite number of Earths within an infinite number of apertures. And as of now, they are taking over all test chamber construction. And more importantly, all paying for test chamber construction. And why are they agreeing to do that? They're not. We're tricking them. Here's how it works. 1, design a test. 2, slip the mole monster, what have you, the blueprints when they're not looking. 3, once they build it, scale it back. That's where you come in. We need test subjects. We are about to run the greatest con game in the history of the multiverse. And you are the bottleneck. Yes, you. Now, get to work.
Welcome, test subjects. It's Cave Johnson, Prime, from Earth 1, your CEO of Aperture Science. I am speaking to you from across time and space. I am literally in the future. I am... What? Really? Alright, so apparently everything I've said thus far is incorrect. Not in the future. Sorry, I got excited. You're the first test subject we're having go through different dimensions, and apparently it has nothing to do with time travel. Still cool, still just not time travel. Well, anyway, you got a test chamber in front of you, all right? I need you to make sure if it works or not. Otherwise, you're wasting people's times on both Earths. Let's get to it. Cave here. Just so you know, this mic is not two-way. Can't hear a damn thing you're saying. So, don't try to waste any oxygen trying to talk. What? My assistant Greg has just informed me that some of these alternate Earths might not have oxygen per se. They might have nitrogen, or maybe methane. Or everyone's heads might just be inside out. So you'll take itty-bitty breaths, and if anybody asks you why is your head inside out, don't worry. It's only inside out from their perspective. You're fine head-wise. Trouble-wise, you're in a lot of it. Run. All right. Enough with hypotheticals. Let's test this test.
Cave Johnson here. Before we start testing today, let's have our mandatory minute of silence in honor of Earth's governing body, the sentient cloud. Starting now. Right, good. All hail the sentient cloud. Begin testing. I've just been notified that one of our test subjects may have angered the cloud by starting testing early. Now, as you all know, the cloud has banned all photo technology. Hates getting a picture taken. So this will have to be on the honor system. Well, whoever has started testing early, please go out so they can be consumed by the cloud. No! No! I can't run to the door! I can't leech off all my skin! Ah! Thank you for participating in our emergency cloud simulation program. Usually stuff, very informative. Somebody doesn't get out there soon, we're going to have to do a lottery. Because if he doesn't get what he wants soon, we're going to have to do a... He's going to come in and leech off all our skin.
Cave here, the real cave. Cave here, the real cave. Greg's been crunching numbers back here on Earth Prime, and it turns out that the likelihood of me being the only cave that likes talking to his test subjects is... What's the actual number up there? Oh, that's right, 0. 0 is the actual number. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a code word, all right? The If I say chariots, you're listening to me, King Prime. Alright, otherwise it's some alternate crate. Now listen, you have license to kill on this one. I want... What? Oh, alright, well, apparently doing so might destroy the entire multiverse. So, you know, use your best judgment on this one. License to kill.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Aperture Rituals. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians. You're here because of an ancient mating ritual etched on a model by elder monks to forestall the end of days. So, who's ready to make love to a giant bird?
Kate Johnson here. Just want to let the cafeteria staff know to lay off the Soylent Green. Just got a memo for the president here. Turns out that Soylent Green is, let's see here, doubling in price. Now listen, I don't care how delicious human flesh is. This stuff costs me more than lobster, so we're going back to fish sticks.
Hey, it's Cave. Someone's not dancing. Come on, you know the rules. Testing is not a dance exemption. Don't make me call the dance police.
Test subject, can you hear me? Congratulations. You're the world's first half-man, half-machine police officer. Or rather, first batch. There was a big shootout to buy a lot of your carcasses off the mayor. Anyway, congrats. Happy part of Aperture's first Android police officer initiative. Or, as someone who's good at naming things would call it, i.e. me. RoboCop. Robotocop. That's much better. Anyway, gotta make sure you finish these tests first. The mayor wanted to make sure you weren't a bunch of potato heads before I start handing out guns. Come in, Robotocop. It's your chief. First, you're a damn good cop. Second, you're a loose cannon. That's enough motivation, I think. All right. Oh, almost forgot. Greg's informed me that you might be experiencing some tragic flashbacks of your past self. Don't worry, those aren't yours. There's some software malfunction, and you're actually just receiving the live footage of Greg's real life right now. He's a sad, sad man. Try to ignore him.
Cave Prime here. I think I'm Cave Prime. Why does it look different? Anyway, heads up. If it seems like you're walking faster than light, you're probably in a universe where light doesn't haul nearly as much ass as it does on Earth. If you insist on walking faster than light, the lab boys say that you are 100% going to go back in time. How far? Far enough to meet your great-great-grandfather and tell him you're fired. Because guess what? I'll let you finish that thought.
Welcome, test prisoner, to the Terra 3 penal space colony. Space criminals, political prisoners, exiled planetary leaders, you're here because the galaxy needed a place to put you, and this is it. So, who's ready to stay till they die? Now, you've all met one another on the hyperdrive over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I'm the warden around here. Attention, test prisoners trying to escape through the air ducts. I don't know what kind of nonsense you guys watch on TV, but the air ducts lead to the air conditioning unit. Alright, and they're pretty dusty too, so if you got asthma, you're gonna die. And you'll be smelling it for weeks, because again, the air ducts are not a secret escape hatch, but rather how we ventilate the facility. Is this thing on? Alright, I'm gonna be brief, because I'm dying. Because I got shivved a lot. I just want to put on the record here that having force fields for doors in a space prison? Yeah, it was a bad idea. You know what would work better? Actual doors, all right, but with locks. Locks that didn't shut down when the power went out. Those blue force fields, they sure look cool, right? I mean, every time I saw one, I just thought, wow, I'm in space. But seriously though, doors made out of paper would have worked much better in the long run. Would have at least slowed them down. Those of you who are not escaping or shivving, back to work.
our test subjects have only recently awoken from extended relaxation and were unaware that we're testing in space. So, there it is. No conspiracy, no twist. We're in a test satellite orbiting the Earth. Commonly available information to absolutely anybody if they bother to ask. Please, stop forming groups with mentoring parties to figure out the big secret, because it's that we're in space. Looks like we just had a sale of Science Beer 7. Pole breach. Another adventure party went out to discover the big secret. Guess they were busy doing that instead of testing, because I've literally mentioned we're in space every half hour. By the way, we're still in space. And another hull breach. Let's give a big hand to the test subjects of Science Fair 18 for uncovering the big company-wide conspiracy, which is that there's no air in space. Once again, we're in space. It's not a secret, and I'm seriously regretting my decision not to install Windows in this thing.
Welcome, gentlemen, to the Aperture Hollow Science Jungle. Tramps, hillbillies, drifters, you're here because you followed the hobo signs. Now, we've all met one another on the boxcar ride over here, so grab a bowl of Slumgullion, a glass of Sterno, and let me introduce myself. I'm Michigan Slim Cave Johnson. I'm the Hobo King.
It's Cave. Greg's telling me that the possible number of alternate universes is literally infinite. Maybe there's one where, I don't know, the Greeks won World War II. Just a heads up in case you find yourself in a test chamber full of ornaments. Oh, chariots.
Hello, test subjects. Good news first. Our telekinesis incubation program has been a huge success. Bad news. Our candidate screening process was a lot less successful. Let me tell you, there's a lot of smart Alex to give mind powers to. Hey, you! Stop blowing up heads! You know, no. Negotiation's over. Here, I'd like you all to meet Terry. Come on, Terry.
Whoa, are you using it as bait?
No,
No,
Terry.
No.
Joke's on you. I take all your paychecks to the back of Terry's head. Why don't you put that in your head and blow it up?
That's right, everybody. It's that time of year again. Happy birthday. You know the rules. Everybody at the government-mandated maximum age limit needs to report to an ethnological redundancy associate, Toot Sweet. Looking through the files here, the following is a complete list of employees who need to snuff it. Dorothy Russell, age 98. End of list. Sorry about that, Dorothy. You had a good 97 years. Time to stop hogging all the resources. Leave some nutrient paste for the rest of us, why don't you? Cave Johnson, age 51. We're done here.
Cave Johnson here. I see you. I see your little feet. I want to cut off your hair and put it on your feet. I need your little hands and feet. Come play with us, test subjects. Forever and ever and ever and ever.
Hey, what are you doing here? Beat it! Greg, what did I tell you about bringing your creepy kid in here? No, Greg, I'm sorry. There's something wrong with that kid, all right? Why should I whisper all the time? We're gonna test forever and ever. Test subjects, I'm sorry, just go on testing, please. She's creepy!
Chariots. It's Cave Johnson. If you get through this next room, you'll get a bonus. That's on top of the bonus I gave you this morning. Oh, don't thank me, because you're the real boss. Why? Because you teach me something new every day. Here's a third bonus. Chariots! subjects the best. Of cherries.
This is Cave Johnson, Prime. So apparently there's an alternate Cave Johnson who just says chariots for no reason at all. So we're going to, so now I'm going to say chariots twice. You're going to know it's me, all right? You just hear it once, then it's that other weird cave. All right, chariots, chariots.
Cave Johnson here. Just to remind you, you're currently in a tiny little test chamber floating around in my bloodstream. So, if you see a giant set of car keys, those are mine. That boy shrunk them down before I could get to stop them. So, keep a lookout. If you don't find them pretty soon, I'm going to have to call AAA.
Hello, test subject. As you're no doubt aware, the president is being held captive in a super secret facility underneath the Atlantic Ocean. Now, every science facility in America has been trying to create a tough guy capable of breaking into Supermax Atlantis. That's where you come in. I need some recommendations. I'm nominating myself. I need some recommendations off of you. So, test social should be down there soon enough to get a word off you. Be as shiny as possible.
Quick update on those pods we're finding in brew pods. Apparently some alien monster was body-snatching employees and spawning communist replicas. The allegorical threat level on this one's through the roof. Actual threat level's pretty non-existent though, so we're not going to do anything at all about it. The worst thing this thing can do is spawn glass giant yes men. I say bring it on, guys. I got a whole bunch of troublemakers you can pop up anytime you like.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Not now, Greg!
Just a heads up. We've got an intraverse security for each one of the test areas. You all enjoyed a good chocolate old cave when I started monitoring for these types of invasions. You all tried to stop me when I tried to garnish your wages to build defenses against this invasion. I succeeded too. So I hope you're happy. We've got a bogey for one on the list. Why don't you write the Better Business Bureau about that? Actually, don't.
Just a quick update on the attack of the giant killer ants. Apparently, they tried to come into Europe the entirety of our nation's sugar reserves in Kentucky. Huge firefight at Fort Sugar Knox. Edge your seat stuff. Well, that's as far as I made it from the movie before I fell asleep. So if any of you have seen Attack of the Giant Killer Ants, don't spoil it to me or you're fired. Chariots, chariots.
Excuse me, sir. Doc says I ain't gonna pull through. But maybe we could do one last test. Just to lick this thing.
Would anyone like to know what the invaders from Earth 1 are up to right now? I sure would. That'd be fascinating stuff. But unfortunately, I don't have any multiverse monitoring equipment. I asked for it. Told it was stupid. Anyway, I hope these guys replace our air supply with chlorine. Maybe then you guys would have something to cry about.
Hey, it's me. The real me. Chariots, chariots. Anyway, it seems as if our testing chambers are being tested on. Apparently some other alternate cave is using the same trick that I'm using. So if you see this guy, punch him in the throat for me. But make sure that's him you're punching in the throat and not me punching in the throat or else you're fired.
All right, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. You know what? Get mad. I don't want your damn lemons. What am I supposed to do with these? Man to see life's manager. Make life rule the day. It tried to give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I am Cave Johnson. I'm the guy who's going to burn your house down. With the lemons. I'm the guy who's going to get my engineers to build a combustible lemon to burn your house down.
Chariots. We have a problem. So, apparently this Cave Cave Johnson is using all of our test chambers right now, so we have to take care of things here for a while, so you're on your own. Try to remember things, so we can write it all down later.
Hey, Cave Johnson. Just so you should know, you know that sick boy from a couple of Earths ago? Yeah, we kept monitoring that because, man, that was riveting. Yeah, he didn't make it. Good try, though. We were all pulling for him.
Chariots, damn it! Now we got 2 testers here from another goddamn Earth. We had one of them cornered, and then the other just teleported out of there. They high-fived real quick, but they're separate ways. I'm gonna need you guys to test double quick, all right? To make sure we're messing them up there, as much as they're messing us up over here. Chariots. Attention, test subjects. There are at least 6 extra testers here now. And to be honest, they're not really even testing anymore, all right? They just came in here, made a human pyramid, stole my lunch, and then teleported out.
Cave Johnson here. Just thought you should know that after decades of research, we have finally transformed into beings of pure light. Go team. Not exactly what we were going for, but in the ballpark. Maybe one day we'll eventually achieve man's ultimate dream, to turn into pillars of salt. I can't wait. So salty.
Chariots. Greg managed to contact the other Cave Johnson, and we've agreed. No more testing in each other's dimensions. We'll get you all back here ASAP.
Hello, test subject. Just a heads up that our research into South Carolina's Godzilla attacks is postponed indefinitely. It turns out, it doesn't matter where you hatch a nest of Godzillas. They just make a beeline straight for Tokyo. Should have seen those things go. Anyway, crisis averted. Now we just gotta get some guys to clean up all these eggshells before the Nuclear Regulatory Commission shows up.
Breaker 19, this is big box cake. Oh, the freak chick with a load of cold ones in the wagon next to Texarkana. I got 28 hours to get this done, so I'm putting the hammer down. Anybody hearing this shit can push and give me a 10-20. Also, test subjects, I'll be out for 28 hours. Test on your own reconnaissance. I want to keep this channel clear, so do not use your CB radios. Cave Johnson, we're over and out here.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. As you've no doubt learned after your time in Carsley, human civilization has been wiped out over 1,000 years ago. We attempted to rebuild as best we could with the only remaining book we know. The Rock Says, the autobiography of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So, let's take a couple of minutes just to remember what The Rock was, is, and forever will be cooking.
Chariots. So whoever this alternate Cave Johnson is, he's a jerk. All right, instead of sending us the apology fruit assortment that he promised, he just sent down a bunch of angry wasps. Now, we'll find a way to get back at him. Don't you worry. You just keep testing, all right? Now, listen, if you come across a dimension where they eat nothing but asparagus, that's probably where our nemesis is, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
Chariots. Now, the other cave has sent a huge block of frozen urine down our way. Yeah, it was too big to get out of the interdimensional device, so we just kind of got to wait for it to melt a little bit and throw it out piece by piece. We'll just see. We'll just see who wins this deadly game of cat and other cat.
Test subjects, I need you to...
Do not listen to this man. He's the other Cave Johnson. He's an imposter.
The imposter? Chariots!
Oh yeah? Chariots. Just keep testing. I'll settle this.
No, I'll settle this.
Shut it, you, and you. Keep testing.
All right, I think we shut down the imposter's comm link.
You'd like to think that, wouldn't you?
Stop imposting!
Never!
You handsome devil!
It's come to my attention that there's a pair of sunglasses floating around this place that lets you see the subliminal propaganda we've written on literally every surface. Look, the reason subliminal propaganda works is because it's subliminal. You're not supposed to stare straight at it, but you know, what do I know? If you guys are all too cool to be subliminally propagandized, wear your cool sunglasses all damn day. See if I care. Propagandize yourself from now on, all right?
Oh, Dark Cave, you're the only one here who gets me. You know, I haven't had a competition that damn good since... Oh, I gotta talk to the help. Test subjects. Keep testing. Anyway, Dark Cave.
Cave Prime, as I live and breathe methane.
Hey, you have a Greg from where you're from. Do you want one? Oh no, Greg. Greg, I would never sell you a Dark Caver. I would never. I so would sell a Dark Caver. Greg is on the table.
Cave Johnson here. Just a reminder that the core goal of Aperture gas finding is to find gas. So let us know if you see any. If we meet our quarterly gas finding target, I promise you, we will don our bondage gear, fuel our death cars, and drive around, whooping up and down and shoot down at people. All right, who's ready to roll the wasteland? Start looking.
Jariots. According to Greg, theoretically, there's an Earth out there made entirely out of money. And since there's an infinite number of Earths, that means there's an infinite number of money planets. So, I've done the math on this one. I figure that the odds of finding this thing are 100%. Not now, Greg. Now, I need you to keep testing, know what you're doing, but if you happen to come across this moneyverse, let me know. And listen, I'm talking about U.S. currency here, right? If you find a peso-verse, keep walking.
Chariots. Listen, you find the money first, you bring it to me. I'll take care of it. You want me to promote it to head of testing? I'll pull some strings. You want your asparagus rations doubled? Done. You want all the methane you can breathe? Not a problem. Remember, Dark Cave, Moneyverse, asparagus, lots of it, methane. Enough said.
Chariots. So, I hear you've been broken a deal with that alternate Cave Johnson. So, here's what I want you to do. Find your alternate self, steal his stuff, put it in a box, and if there's a parking lot, push that box out to it, because you're fired. Chariots. Greg's informed me that this is not perhaps the best time to fire you, but if you are making a deal with that other cave, let me let you know just who you're working for.
Chariots. Let me remind you who's offering methane.
Chariots, look, whatever he's offering, I'll double it.
Dark!
Greg, how are we doing with our methane? What we use it all on? Damn it.
Dark Chariots! I think your choice is clear.
Test subjects, not clear, keep testing. Cave Prime here.
Dark Cave here.
So, as you've been driving a wedge between us with your bidding war, Dark Cave test subjects found two money verses. We're going to split them. Right? There's no reason to offload testing to alternate Earths anymore. Funding test chamber construction is no longer a problem. Do you know what else isn't a problem? Unbreakable teeth. Yo, Greg, look at this. Look at these choppers. Look at this. Now show me yours. Oh, wow. Greg, you got some tiny teeth. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. Now we can start phase 2. All right, that's getting you guys back here. Greg's gonna sink his weird little teeth into that problem. Sweet. Yeah, so next time you're in a test chamber, you'll be on your way to terra firma, find the A. Hey, Greg, it worked. Welcome back, test subject. Now, get back to work. Just because I own a universe made out of money doesn't mean I'm made out of money. Cave Johnson here. We're done.